Hello and welcome to the I Am mini book and tag journaling kit videos. I am Leslie Ackman and I am just so incredibly grateful that you purchased this kit, and this video is going to help you be inspired as what you can create with this beautiful kit that I have created. First of all, just let me tell you a little bit about myself in case you've never heard of me before. I'm on Instagram as Sacred Feather Soul Journaling, and that's where you may have found out about my kit. Maybe you're in my group, which I have on Facebook. If not, I invite you to join that group. We have Big Book of Brave going on. It's a year-long free prompt challenge, and we'll have an all-new Big Book of Brave coming up in January of 25. I am a Soul Road certified master teacher with Melody Ross. I'm also an art healer with the Wounded Warrior Project. I've been with them for 7 years now. And my passion is creating classes, creating content, teaching in-person workshops. That is my cat in the background that you're hearing. Here comes Truffles. You're going to probably see her a lot throughout my videos. She likes to be on camera. And I just love teaching healing art journaling. If you don't know what healing art journaling is, I've got another video that you can watch, and I'm going to explain the premise behind cut and paste journaling and what this kind of journaling did for me in my life. But that is in another video that you can watch on my YouTube channel, and that link is also has been sent to you after you purchase the I Am kit. This video is going to be all about what's in the kit, showing you some of the things I've created, and then I'm going to actually create an accordion book, show you how to do that in case you don't know, and also create a few pages for you to show you my process. I created this class the first time. It was very inspired because I'd been going through an incredibly hard time in my life, and I was really having a hard time remembering who I was. I was seeing myself as a victim because of my circumstances, and it was really hard for me to move forward in my life. So as I was thinking of something to teach at this class, I thought about, there has to be more to me than just this victimhood, more than just this, oh, feel sorry for me, why did this happen to me kind of mentality. And so I started listing things like, okay, what am I as Leslie? Like, who am I? What am I? What qualities do I have? Maybe what qualities do I want to have more of? And as I began to list them, I started to feel a lot more positive energy come into my life. And so this was the inspiration behind this class initially. I decided that I wanted to take it out again, and I wanted to write a full class. I wanted to have a 25-page PDF for you full of images and words that could really inspire you. This is a hard time right now in our world. A lot of people are going through a lot of hard things, and it can be really hard. We can get lost in, we can just get lost in the world and worldly things. It can drown us. We can have, whether it's maybe some financial problems, maybe we have health problems, maybe our loved ones have health problems or mental health issues, or there's just such a whole array of really depressing things that can be going on in our lives. And for me, healing art journaling is what helped me come out of my deep pit, that I call it, my deep sorrowful pit, and gave me joy and a purpose again, a sense of worth. And I know that this class can help you do the same. It can just help remind you of the beautiful human that you are. You've already, I hope, by now have already taken a look at the PDF. Maybe you've already printed it out. I love using tags and anything. I also use bits of lace and ribbon and buttons and all of those things throughout my cards. I really filled these cards with just lots of fun little images, words, quotes, anything that just helped me feel happy. I wanted to create a kit that offered all of those fun little things as well. And I also wanted to offer a kit that had quotes and phrases and words that have helped me through my life. And so that's what I did. And I also created things that I wished I would have had when I created these tags initially 10 years ago. I love frames. I love putting things in frames. I love pop art. So I added some pop art images because I think pop art is just so fun, and crowns and hearts. You are going to have two different ways, two different looks that you can use for your I am statements. So I really love the look of type, and this is my new tag kit that I created using my kit. And so I like this look where I just put them on my tag and then I used a marker to color them in. But I really like that bold type look. And so you're going to have that. But you're also going to have another look, and that's what we're going to use as we create some pages today, in the video today. But I wanted to do some more of a torn paper look. I really love that look. I used a type font. It's a little bit different than the other one. It's not as bold, but I really love this look, and I kind of got that, I was inspired by this is what I created that says I am able. And I thought, oh, I really like that look. I want to do something like that with the I am statement. So you're going to get two different looks for those I am statements. You're going to get fun graphics. You're going to get, some vintage graphics as well, if that's more your style. I like to mix them. I like to mix vintage and pop art, kind of bright things together. That's just my style, though. I gave you plenty of butterflies and birds, also some other spirit animals. One of my animals is a squirrel, and a fox. So I was like, I'm going to put some fun animals in there for you to use. Superheroes are something I like as well. I gave you a few different things like superhero, strong, bold, speak out, faith, mysterious, things like that. These are pictures of me, which we're going to go over in just a minute. Also, if you don't want to use yourself in your cards, which I did not use them in every single thing. So I did use some of myself, but then I used some other women in there as well. I like to mix it up. I think it's fun to mix it up. But I gave you several sheets of women that will really inspire you, I think. If you've bought anything from me before or taken my Patreon class, you know that I love to use vintage women from the 60s. That is just my very favorite, 60s and 70s. I love how they dressed. I loved just all their different styles. They're sassy and funky, but they're also kind of homey and wifey looking, right? And so you're going to find those in sizes that will match that smaller size for you all. So you're going to find several sheets there. So plenty of women to help you kind of match maybe what you're feeling in your life. You've also got a page full of crystals and geodes and diamonds and potion bottles, because I'm all about that kind of that magical aspect of what's inside of me, the magic in me, and how I can bring that out. Feathers, I'm Sacred Feather, soul journaling. So feathers always speak to me, and nest or new beginnings. So you're going to get a lot of those in this PDF. And then again, a lot more words and phrases, because for me, that is really what, I need on my cards. So this kit is so big that you're going to be able to create a lot of these projects. You can also use these in your art journals for different things, because you're going to have a lot left over. This is just a really nice big kit. So initially I made these tags. These tags, let me see again how big they are. These are the bigger size. They're from Dina Wakley. Let me get it the right way. Might help. These are like 3 by 6, I think. Yes, 3 by 6. I bought them from Ranger Ink. These are the creamy ones, but you can also just get the white ones. It doesn't matter because I always cover the back of my tag anyway behind it. But I love this size. I use this size mostly. And then to just bind these all together into a little book, I just went to Dollar Tree, found this, you know, key ring thing, and put some ribbons on there, and I've got my little book. I will definitely keep this right by my desk. I did the last one that I made 10 years ago. I would always, whatever I would kind of open it up and think, okay, universe, what is it that I need to be reminded of? And I would open it up. And so I opened it up to dreaming. And so I have a little shelf, and I'll put that on that shelf. You can also see that I used other elements in my tags, not just the images, because I really wanted to pop them out so you could really see them. I used gold leafing on every single tag I did. And I also used this sparkle gold paint that I love. I knew that I wanted something to really pop certain things out. I also used Posca paint pens on every single page, and I made marks. And you'll see all of that here in this video that I'm going to create. So Posca paint pens, gold leafing, some sparkle paint, gel pens, and markers. That's what I used that was extra. I also had some background paper that I had used. I also used some stamps, and again, you'll see that in the video that I'm going to create here soon. But that just kind of all added to the beautiful things you're going to find in all of your collage sheets. I love to make accordion books, and I love this size. So this is like a 4.25, make sure that's right. Yeah, it's like a, actually, no, I'm sorry. I messed up. I need my glasses because I cannot see without them. So this is like a 5.5 by like 4.5 is what this page is. I just used an 8.5 by 11 piece, which is what I'm going to be using to make this accordion book for you all. But it was a craft. I love craft paper, and so I just used that. And I'm going to show you how to make this accordion book using this sheet of watercolor paper. But I just made a nice little one using 3 sheets. And I thought that was plenty big enough. And I just used washi tape to put it all together. And I'm going to teach you all how to do that. I used many of the same elements other than my collage sheets. I used gold leafing. I used lots of sparkles and my tape to put that on. And I'll show you that in the video. Lots of Posca paint pens so I could make marks. And as you can see, I mixed it up. I used images of myself along with images of the women that you're going to get in your PDF. So lots and lots of great stuff. These circles are in your PDF, and then I just put the gold leafing around them. And I really love how they look. I used them on several pages because I thought, wow, these really turned out great. And this was one of the frames that I just used with the gold leafing. So these are the projects that I was inspired to create using this I Am PDF. All right, we're gonna make the accordion book. So here's the accordion book. Okay, we're just gonna use 3 pieces of paper. I have used, for this one, I have decided to use watercolor paper because I'm going to paint the background before I start using the PDF. You're also going to need washi tape. You can use whatever washi tape you want. For this particular one, I used a floral washi tape, and you can, have it where it's peeking through like I did, or you can paint over it. You can just do whatever you want, really. I've just used, I just grabbed this Dina Wakley washi tape that I had. FYI, if you don't know this about washi tape, so I used to hoard washi tape. I loved it. And it was really the rage, quite a few years ago, and I bought so much of it. Well, I didn't use it because it's like I almost coveted it. I was like, I've got to save my washi tape. If you save washi tape, it won't work. It'll get to where you can't even, you know, undo it to use it. So just in case you don't know that, use your washi tape. So now I only have a few rolls and then I just try to use it. So I don't hoard it anymore like I used to. So this is a way to make an accordion book. There are so many different ways. If you YouTube it, you'll find 100 different ways to make an accordion book. This is the one I find the easiest, and it's the one that I like to do. This is not an original idea of mine. This is something that I found one day quite a while ago. I just looked up accordion book, and this is the way that really spoke to me. So this is just a way that I found that I like to make my accordion books. This paper, I was going to tell you what the size was on this before we went through. So this ended up being like 4.25 by 5.5 is what this ended up being. And I have one of those large paper trimmers. That's how I did this, but you could also use a smaller paper trimmer, or if you had to, you could use scissors as well. So I'm going to take my tape and my paper and my tape, and then I'm just going to put it about halfway on. This is wax paper under here, so this washi tape is going to come off really easily. So I'm going to do it about halfway on the paper and halfway off. And then I'm going to rip it. Then I'm going to flip it over. Then you're going to take that washi tape and just fold it over, smooth it down. And then you see how you have these little ends on there. We're going to take our scissors. Okay, and I already kind of see where, okay, I already kind of see where they weren't exactly even when I cut them, but that's okay. We'll get that figured out. Okay, so we can see that it opens this way and this way. Now we're going to need one more piece of washi tape. We're going to put that over here like that. Put it on there. Rip it. We don't need this. We don't want to fold it over because we want to make sure that it still will open and close easily. So I'm going to check it. Okay, and it does. Perfect. All right, now we want to do that again. So we're going to just take it, kind of half and half it, right? Oh, and I did not do that. Nice thing about washi tape is it comes right back up. So half and half, about approximately. Rip it. Okay, flip it over. Get your last piece of paper here. Put it on there. Fold it up, and then cut any of the ends off. Okay, and then see how it works. And then we're going to put washi tape here. You have that gap again. Let me show you that gap. And then okay. And then we have to cut that off. Make sure you use wax paper under there so you can just pull that washi tape. Also, just really like, this is just a tip. I buy my wax paper at Dollar Tree. It's $1.25. You get like a lot of wax paper, because wax paper can be pretty pricey at a big box store, but it's $1.25. It's not the best wax paper. It's not like high quality, but you don't need it to be when you're using it in your art room. And I use it now, like I use wax paper now for a lot of things. I'm gonna get the rest of that off. Okay, make sure it closes. It does. Awesome. Okay, we have a mini book. We have it. We're all set. All right, let's get to painting our backgrounds of this book. So whenever I have an accordion book like this, I like to just lay it out flat so I can kind of do all of the surface out. So I'm going to fill up my brush with water. I just like to do that, kind of tap it a little, and then I'm just going to start painting. Our accordion book is finished, and I absolutely love it. There's still some spots that are a little bit wet. I've been using the blow dryer on it, but I absolutely love this. Love it. Again, a totally different look than what I went for here, and I think it's going to be so fun to create my I Am book with all of these vivid colors. I wanted to show you, earlier in this video, I showed you all of the women that you're going to get that can represent you in your I Am book. But it's so important that we use ourselves in our book. And so I have picked some photos that I really love of me. And these are ones that I'm going to use in my mini book. I also have a photo of myself. This is a craft mini book that I'm working on right now. Just another one that I created using this kit. And this is a longer one, obviously, you can see. But I used a picture of me from 7th grade. And I'm just getting started on this book, but I really love it. And I may just end up using pictures of me from when I was a little girl in this book. That's why I haven't finished it yet, because I need to find some more pictures of me. So you can definitely do that. These are just selfies that I chose off of Facebook and my phone that I had that I really liked. And you can just use an imaging editing software that you can get free. There's a lot of different apps out there to try. Canva is one of them, and I'm sure there's lots of others, or if you have Photoshop or something like that. And you can just resize your photos to fit to your mini book. Now, so what I'm going to do is, I know that I need 6 pictures, either to represent me or of me. Okay, now that I have found the girls that I'm going to be using in my book, my accordion book is dry, and I'm going to do the second part of creating backgrounds in my accordion book. So I like to add pattern paper. I like to add book paper. I like to add graph paper. I like to add maybe just some various things I might find in a magazine. Tissue paper. I love Dina Wakley stuff. That. I've got dictionary paper. I have my own mark making stuff that I like to do. Just stuff that I've had. There's just so many things. I love collage soup books. I've got some collage soup stuff. I know that I definitely want to add just little bits of interest to Okay, there's one more element I do want to add to my background, and I told you that I was going to share these with you, are my Dina Wakley neon scribble sticks. The scribbles, and I'm loving it. I'm trying to remember the way that I want this. Okay, I think it's this way. Yes. My cover keeps changing. My cover was that. I kind of like my covers this, though. I'm going to do that. So as you can see, I've added the scribbles. There's just something very fun about this, and I love that. You can also add water to these and make these like a watercolor, but I'm just doing that. All right, now it's time to do those images. We get to pick and decide here what we want as the cover. Again, I already have my images picked out. Now I'm just going to start taking these collage bits, and I am going to start, you know, just putting them around my book. I think I've decided that I want this photo of myself. I really like this photo of myself for the cover, and I like the top kind of matches my background, so I like that. And I've chosen I Am Genuine. So what I do is I'm gonna just start going through, like, what elements do I want to put on here? What little bits of inspiration do I want to put on my paper? And that's what these collage bits are. It's little bits of inspiration. So right away I look over, and when I think of I Am Genuine, I look at Be the Light. So I might use that one. I just start cutting. I never like really cut them all out. I just kind of start cutting different images that I think I might like. I love using words and phrases on everything. And so, okay, so I have finished collaging my book. Now, the next step that I do in anything that I am working on is I like to kind of go through and see if there's anything else I want to add. So I'm going to just kind of go through and look at my book and see if there's anything else that kind of catches my eye that I think, okay. So this page here, I think there's definitely some more things I want to add there. And I think we're good. Okay, the other thing I'm looking at as I go through my book is that 100% you can leave it as is. Like when you make this collage book or tag set, you can just cut and paste truly, and that's all you need to do with it. But for me, I like to make my things pop a little bit. I also enjoy, as part of my art journaling healing process, I like to make marks with Posca paint pens. I like to add gold leafing or glitter. It is all part of the play for me. This particular page was so much fun to make, and as I was creating using gel pens and Posca paint pens, I was thinking about all the different ways that I like to play. I like to listen to old 80s music. I like to drink my coffee and kind of just sit back and create, feeling like the queen. I like to get ideas. That's why I used the Shazam lightning rod there. And I like to see and seek things. That is a lot of play for me, just kind of when I let my mind go. So I do like to add the fun pops of color and marks. So I am going to be doing that. First though, let's see what we can put right here. I do want one more thing. So let's see, as I go through my other pages, I really am putting a lot of words and things, so I may want to do that. I like the whole idea of she grew wings and the butterfly, and I'm seeing these little butterflies here. I'm also liking the eye, remember. So I'm going to see though what this butterfly looks like on my page. You know, remember too with these elements that you're going to be getting, that you've already gotten in your PDF, that you can make them your own. So on several things that I used in my book today that I made, I actually kind of altered the images just a little bit, and you can do that. Kind of like maybe cutting this down a little bit more than it's intended. So I have two different sizes of Posca paint pens that I use. I went ahead and did invest in these smaller pens. I had never, had a whole set before. They are pretty expensive. I think I paid $60 or $65 for a set of these, but I love Posca. They last a long time. I feel like they are an investment, but they're worth it. They really do last a long time. And then I also have these larger Poscas. I have them both in the jewel tone, which I invested in these. I bought those from Michaels, and then I bought a set of all different colors ones. And I've had this set for several years, and I still have plenty of paint in them. I use the neon pink one probably more than anything, and another color I use often is this aquamarine teal color. So I have those. I also have my gel pens. This is just a cheap set of gel pens. It's the Pen and Gear brand from Walmart, and I really love these. I had never really used them a lot in my work, and the gold is like one of my favorites, but these are really bright, They look so nice in my work. I love them on my pages, and I also like to write with them. And I think I got a complete set of these, like 24 of them, for maybe $10 or $13. So very affordable. And honestly, if you don't want to invest in the Poscas, just get yourself a good set of gel pens from Walmart, the Pen and Gear brand. Okay, so I'm gonna have all of these pens in front of me here because I will probably use a lot of them. Kind of clean up my space. So now we're at that part of my creation where I've made all my marks, and now I'm going to go through and add either some glitter or glitter paint or gold leafing. Now I want to show you kind of the difference between that, okay? So I want to start out with the gold leafing. So this is a pack that I purchased from Amazon, and there is gold in it. There's also copper and silver. I think I paid $30 for this pack, and I've had it for about 5 years, and I literally use it on everything. And I have so many sheets. I think there's hundreds of sheets in here, and because I'm not doing it for a large project, which is what a lot of people buy this for, I just use it on small projects. It lasts forever. So I want to show you what that gold leafing, right, it's going to look like in your work. I have put it around my frames in a lot of these projects. I just really love how that popped out. But then you can also add it, you can add it to your cheeks or something, instead of adding fun little pink dots, you can put cheeks. I like to emphasize things. This camera, it has some fun, like a burst coming out of it, and I put the gold leafing there. I just add my gold leafing with just simple glue stick. Okay, it's super easy. It is kind of messy, but it's really worth the results. I also love to use, these are paints that I found at Walmart. I had never seen these before, so these are new to me, but maybe you have seen them. They are fabulous. They're basically like a glue kind of paint. They look really wonderful on your pages. So this is an example of what that would look like. Okay, I put it there. I also, one of the fun ways that I used it was right here. I gave these fun mouths some fun sparkle. So you can use that. That's what I would do. The third way that I like to add sparkle to all of my work is I like to just add glitter. And the glitter is here. I've got some here. I just think it's fun. It adds to my page a little sparkle. And I just buy my glitter either from Amazon or Walmart or something like that. And I put it on my paper, and then I just use, let me show you what I use. I use packing tape, which this is packing tape. I use it, I just put my glitter on, put my packing tape over it, and it keeps my glitter in place. There's no glue, there's no mess. I love it. Okay. All right, so now we're ready to do that. Right now I'm really feeling called to just use my gold leafing. Again, I do have copper and I have silver in here as well. so I may use some of that too. So I'm just gonna look, and each page will have some kind of sparkle on it. That's just how I like to work. I put the glue wherever I would want the sparkle to be, if that makes sense. I think I'm just gonna add some sparkle right underneath Genuine. I have finished my book, and I absolutely love it so much. I love the process of it. I love the images, the marks, the words. I absolutely love it. I hope that this video has inspired you to use your I Am mini book and tag kit created by me, Leslie Ackman, at Sacred Feather Soul Journaling. I'm just so grateful to be a tiny little part of your life. And if this class touches you and helps you learn and reminds you of who you are, I would love to know. Please let me know. Please reach out. You can reach out on my Patreon. You can reach out on my Facebook, which is Sacred Feather Soul Journaling. Leslie Jackson Ackman is my name. Friend me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram as Sacred Feather Soul Journaling. Please let me know. Or just leave a message here on this video too. Thank you so much. I hope that peace is deep in your heart. I hope that you will continue on your art healing journey, and be on the lookout for many more classes like this. They're coming soon. Thank you. Peace.